Hey there, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And that's your Sunshine Report, brought to you by the Met Department of St. Martin. So as you enjoy your week, stay safe, stay friendly. Sunshine City.
Thank you for being part of this channel. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. We have a tropical disturbance that is going to slide in. It's like a tropical wave, but a few more showers and storms with it. I want to zoom down, show you that flood threat with this as we zoom down island by island in this video. A bigger tropical wave back behind it and a substantial severe weather threat sitting up to the north, parts of Canada and the U.S., plus an area I'm watching in the Gulf. We'll cover all of that and the Saharan dust in this video, but let's start with that. It is not better organized, so thank you for your trust. I've been watching that the last few days, letting you know what I've been seeing, but let me start with this just to give you a feel, a quick heads up on what's going to happen. This is by the time we get into tomorrow evening, some heavier rain starts to work in, especially tomorrow evening near Dominica, but Martinique, near St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, and keeping an eye on Trinidad and Tobago. By Thursday morning, you could see some pockets of heavier rain. So tomorrow night into Thursday morning, we are going to have substantial rain. All of this just kind of pumping in as we swing back toward near St. Lucia, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, and Barbados, right on the edge of Grenada. And still by the time we get into Friday, this disturbance will slide its way into the Caribbean, sliding its way to the west, but there is going to be leftover moisture with it. First thing on this video, and we'll get back into that across the Caribbean in a moment, it is this tropical disturbance that will be sliding its way in, especially later tomorrow and again into Thursday. We'll be watching this moving all the way across parts of the Caribbean. Here is that stronger tropical wave that I talked about. No giant signs of development out of it, but we're going to watch this as it kind of moves across. And we'll see more and more of this. We're really at the start of hurricane season, so to speak. The big part of the season is all ahead of us, so we're going to see a lot more of this. Now, this first tropical wave, tropical disturbance, as I mentioned, is running into that dry air and dust, this orange shading we're seeing right here. And the one back behind it will also be contending with some dry air, which would be a good thing. Now, some of us need to get some of the rain. Now, let's start here back through the Caribbean, and you can see this pocket of rain that we're seeing with this tropical disturbance that will be moving in. This is later today. We'll get some breakaway showers kind of ahead of it, Barbados and St. Lucia. There's the rain I'll zoom down to. Look at the northern Bahamas over toward Florida. Better chance of rain. And here's that pocket near Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama that will build. Down the road, Honduras, Belize, even parts of Jamaica, Cayman Islands. We're going to get a better chance of rain by next week. Here comes that tropical disturbance moving in, especially late tomorrow night into Thursday morning. Spotty storms possible. We had a few around the Cayman Islands yesterday, watching Jamaica, Cuba, hit or miss storms. This moisture through the Florida Keys works its way back into the Gulf. But here we go. By the time we get into Thursday morning, that's the area I zoomed down. Trinidad north through Dominica. We'll keep an eye on that. Some of us will get some flooding. I'll monitor the mudslide potential depending on your island. Of course, some of us have a better threat of mudslides, but watching out for some higher totals. Deeper into Thursday, still watching some of the rain, even as we work our way into Friday. I'll show you that in a moment. We'll see some of that rain still around. This tropical disturbance slides into the Caribbean. We'll see how much of this rain hangs together for the ABC Islands, Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire, northern Venezuela, chance of rain, Guyana as well. And then working our way into the weekend. This is by Saturday. You can see what happens here. This tropical disturbance slides in generally south of Puerto Rico, but we're going to keep an eye on what's going on back to the east. That new tropical wave, there's actually a couple out there, will be working their way toward us as we work our way into Sunday. So here's Sunday. This old tropical disturbance will lend itself to some extra rain near Puerto Rico, for example, and then all of this moisture building near Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, shifting its way, trying to shift its way toward the eastern Pacific. But there's that new area of rain. Now let's go out in time here further. This here is by Monday. That's when we're going to see a better chance of rain again working into parts of the eastern and southeastern Caribbean. I'll monitor for any signs of development. Here's an area that may develop in the eastern Pacific, and as that happens, it may draw a little more moisture near the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, back toward Belize, Honduras, elsewhere scattered storms. But a heads up, Belize, parts of Guatemala, and Honduras. By the time we get into next week, our rain chance will be going up, and we'll monitor any tropical disturbances for the possibility of some moisture. So a tropical wave, tropical disturbance about to move in. That flood threat gets higher tomorrow, especially tomorrow night into Thursday for some of us. That's why I zoomed down at the beginning of this video. Bigger tropical wave pushing into the Atlantic off the coast of Africa. I'll monitor for any signs of development. No signs of the next named storm yet, but the next name on the list is Dexter. Thank you for sharing this information. Have a good rest of your day.